Hi students, good evening. So how is everyone doing in the process that you guys are going from the 11th standard to the 12th standard? Let me see some highs coming up out here. Hi Shubham, hi Maitra, hi Bobby. Okay, Abu, noted. We are going to do that particular thing for sure. Aaj aap tomorrow's session you are going to have the photoelectric effect and the de Broglie equation, okay, the wavelength concept. Hi Rachna, hi Adit, hi Arshia. Okay guys, just before starting, okay, this session, I was just fiddling with my phone out there on the table and I just saw the annual salary of Sundar Pichai, okay, the Google CEO. Can you people guess what is his salary like? I mean, yearly salary of Sundar Pichai, the Google CEO. Let me see some cheer coming up from your end. Random guess. Maro kuch bhi bolo yaar. What is his salary like? 500 in a minute. Yes, Upasana. That's absolutely correct. 1,000 crore. I can feel. No. It's actually, Upasana is correct. It is 1,000 crores yearly. Okay. I think that's quite a big number for sure. All right. By the way, I think that should be a good motivation. Like, you know, all you students preparing for JEE examinations, all right, should take this as a motivation that if you study, what is it that you can actually achieve in your life? All right. Yes, I can understand money is nothing, but money can also support a lot of things for sure. All right. Chalo guys, let us get started off with this motivation for sure. So what are we here for in today's session? In today's session, we are going to study about the ultimate guide to boost your JEE and NEET physics score by 40+%. तो आज आप जहां पे भी है, Malathi, I knew, I myself was motivated. Like, you know, just before starting, I myself got motivated. Arey yaar, 1,000 crores, that's a good number, actually. Okay. Even if, like, you know, you're not able to reach, you reach to 10% of that, I think that's a good achievement in for anyone. All right. Chalo. So, wherever you are today, my dear students, after this presentation, after this session, I'm sure aapka mind bhi, all right, will be in a position to actually boost up your score. तो क्या करने वाले हैं? देखो दोस्तों, this session is pretty generic for both NEET as well as JEE students. All right. तो हालांकि ज़्यादा questions हम solve नहीं करने वाले हैं. अगर आप सोच रहे हो कि हम questions solve करेंगे आज के session में, we are not going to be solving questions. Then what are we going to do? We are going to talk about some techniques and strategies. All right. कि एक विजुअल क्लैरिटी आपके अगर दिमाग में हो कि किस तरीके से, जैसे आप 11th में हैं, अभी आप 11th से 12th में जा रहे हैं, सो देयर इज अ ट्रांजिशन दैट इज टेकिंग प्लेस, एंड व्हाइल दिस ट्रांजिशन इज टेकिंग प्लेस, इफ यू हैव गॉट अ टोटल क्लैरिटी इन योर माइंड कि किस तरीके से मैं 12th स्टैंडर्ड को अप्रोच करूं, how should I set out my plan for the 12th standard, then I think, my dear students, 50% of your battle is won out here, because someone who has got a clarity of thought, all right, will be able to do that feat of achieving anything in life. All right. I hear Arshia is saying audio is not coordinating with video. Okay. Is the audio coordinating with the video, guys? Just give me a second. Okay. Guys, is it coordinating right now? I can still see the nose coming up. Done? Yes, it's coordinating. Okay, great. Chalo, let's get started out here then. Fine. Students, the idea is very simple. The idea is to have that clarity of thought. आपके दिमाग में वो clarity अगर बन जाए, then I think you will be able to do a great job. ठीक है. So let us get started out here with the first thing. Now what should be the approach? Simple idea. देखो, approach को मैंने दो हिस्सों में बांट रखा है. First thing is the preparation. ठीक है. Preparation, and the second thing is how you should be approaching your exams. Clear? So on one hand we have the preparation technique, and in the second hand I'm going to teach you and tell you कि किस तरीके से आपको एग्जाम्स में क्वेश्चंस को अप्रोच करना चाहिए, व्हाट शुड बी योर स्ट्रैटेजी, एग्जाम स्ट्रैटेजी एंड एवरीथिंग. ओके, सो गोइंग अहेड विद द प्रिपरेशन. सबसे पहली बात कि प्रिपरेशन वाली चीज जो है उसमें क्या एस्पेक्ट्स है. यार कभी क्लास 11 से कर रहे हैं, बचपन से कर रहे हैं, नया क्या बताओगे सर आप? नया है. ऑल राइट, व्हाट डू वी हैव न्यू आउट हियर? फर्स्ट थिंग देखिए, एक कंपिटिटिव एग्जामिनेशन है. अब ये कंपिटिटिव एग्जामिनेशन में सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज क्या होती है? व्हाट इज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट इंग्रेडिएंट ऑफ अ कंपिटिटिव एग्जामिनेशन? दैट इज one simple problem statement. It is, make it very sweet and short. In limited time you have to solve maximum number of questions correctly. All right, in minimum time you have to solve the maximum number of questions correctly. All right, now in order to do that, सबसे पहली बात है how to master your concepts and formulas. यार इतने सारे concepts, इतने सारे formulas अगर आप देखो, ठीक है? Yes, I can understand your condition guys. All right, I can understand your conditions. If you take physics, chemistry and maths, then over a span of these three subjects there are approximately 1500 to 2000 formulas. Clear? Now tell me for sure कि JEE के दिन या फिर NEET के दिन, on the day of JEE examination or NEET examination, you go out there and you're loaded with like 2000 formulas and concepts. Your processor will be automatically be very slow to operate during the examination. You're more worried of things like, you know, whether I'll forget, whether I'll remember, whether I'll be able to recall that formula or not, that you are more worried about them rather than the questions which are going to come in the examination. तो इन formulas and concepts को master कैसे करना है? Let me tell you, very important approach. All right, students, keep your studies research oriented. All right, yes Nehat, I will try to keep it in English as much as possible. I'm trying to mix Hindi and English so that most of the people, those who are viewing it, are benefited out of it. All right, Arya is saying the video is not coordinating. जनता वीडियो कोऑर्डिनेट नहीं हो रहा है क्या? Once again, let me ask you, is the voice and the action coordinating? All right, students. Yeah, it's coordinating. Great, great. Chalo, because I don't want to go on speaking without you people enjoying the entire show. Okay? Okay. So maximum number of research oriented. देखो, हमारा for us, all right, what is a general technique to, like, you know, these kind of studies, like, you know, for the competitive examinations? We go to a coaching institute, we go to a school or something has been taught to us, theory, blah 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 blah. We come home, we make a formula sheet, we read through the theory again and again, and then we will go to question, we will solve some question, and then we will be happy. And then in the coaching already the next chapter has started, so you are already fighting with the previous topic and the next topic has started, and this is how you go on. All right, my dear students, how much amount of retention are you going to have if you actually try to do this particular thing? यार कोई retention नहीं होने वाला है. You are not going to remember most of the things. All right, and yes, I know it, Shravan, this is the condition of 70 to 80% of the students who are preparing parallelly with you. It is not just your problem, it is the janta's problem which we are trying to solve out here. All right, so what do I mean by research oriented, my dear students? सबसे पहली बात, थियरी कहीं पे भी हो जाए, एक बार हो जाए. फर्स्ट थिंग, रिमेंबर, यू शुड बी अ प्रॉब्लम सॉल्वर. ऑल राइट, पिक आउट अ प्रॉब्लम. सी, वी हैव अ टेंडेंसी ऑफ डूइंग द थियरी अगेन एंड अगेन. वी थिंक इफ यू डू द थियरी अगेन एंड अगेन, आवर कंसेप्ट्स आर गोइंग टू बिल्ड अप वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग. दैट इज नॉट द केस. You pick up a problem, you're able to solve, good. You're not able to solve, don't go to the solution at the end of the book instantly. You know at least that this question is related to which topic, which subtopic. You go and read through the theory of that topic and subtopic from one book. Not satisfied, go to another book and read it. Maybe they have given better clarity. All right. If not, watch the videos of Vedantu. All right. I mean, do multiple research. All right. That what is this particular concept trying to tell me? And then, as you keep solving the questions, let me tell you, keep a formula sheet with you. Instead of trying to remember, listen to me, instead of trying to remember, my dear students, formulas linearly, एक के बाद एक, एक के बाद एक, एक के बाद एक, one after the other, one after the other, ठीक है? What do you do is basically, as you solve the questions, see what are formulas are needed. Recall आएगा that this formula is required out here. Okay? So you sit down with the formula sheet, whatever questions come, keep referring to the formula sheet and the concepts again and again. Make it research oriented. Let me tell you, studies are going to be fun that way. Okay? Fine. Guys, if I go on talking about the research process, it will probably take me the entire evening. So anyways, I hope the important aspect you have understood. Okay? Point to be noted, guys. Okay, very good. To study without having to look at the solution and then only confusion with the formulas, but at times I become more confused because I compare it at all. Doesn't matter. Compare, do do anything. I mean, that is also a learning process. When you go ahead and do lot of wrong attempts, you also learn in that particular process. Remember that. Go to the concepts, come back, again try to do it. Okay? And then when you think that ultimately a lot of time has gone in that one question, and then probably you feel, okay, chalo, let's have a look at the solution now. Doesn't matter. After half an hour, look at the solution. It's no problem at all. All right? That will be greater learning. Fine, guys, let's go to the next aspect. Formula you write down in a sheet. All right? Let me tell you, create a mind map out of it. From one concept to another concept to another concept. Link all the concepts together and then try to write down the formula below it. It is a guarantee that you are going to remember these concepts and formulas. There will be a faster recall during the examination time rather than when you sheet filling karte ho na, 2-3 pages of formulas just before the examination. There are like 30 pages of formulas. You are going through all the formulas again and again. It does not help. Our memory is pictographic in nature. It kind of extracts information from pictures faster than text. Right? So when you have those pictures, those mind maps being made, let me tell you students, it is going to be a faster and a better recall during the examination time. All right, let's go to the next aspect. Self-assessment, very important. I'll tell you one thing very clearly. A lot of questions are being asked. Guys, let me just finish with this and then I'll look into your queries once again. All right. Chalo, when I'm talking about self-assessment, why is this so important, the self-assessment thing? Let me tell you, students, आप पढ़ते हैं, ठीक है? You study, going to coaching, blah blah, n number of places, and there might be tests conducted out there. But you are not well prepared because you had multiple other things to be done. You had multiple other things to be done because of which you were not able to perform during that particular test, right? But does that mean that your concepts in that particular topic, I mean, by the time it is going to be judged next, it is almost like the end of the year. So what do you do in that particular case? The self-assessment is very important and it should be regular. What do you do? Select 15 questions randomly. कहीं से भी, कोई भी book से 15 question you select, or you ask your mom, sister, brother, father, anybody to select it for you and solve it in 30 minutes. Don't look at the solutions then. After you finish the paper, instantly review the solutions. Instantly. Do not wait for tomorrow then. Review the solution. This is a key aspect of scoring very high. Let me tell you, I graduated from IIT and 2003 I got into IIT. This was a game changer for me. Let me mark you on this particular thing. The amount of self-assessment I used to do every day, I used to have at least 2, either chemistry and physics, maths and chemistry. So that was the kind of preparation that I was looking into and it really helped. Let me tell you, it increased my speed and accuracy in the examination exponentially. All right, mark your errors. Right then, it's a clear analytical method of studies. Mark your errors कि आपने क्या-क्या गलतियां की है. Okay, learning from them is the key aspect. Remember it. Try to keep a log of these things. Make a journal and try to keep a log of this. ठीक है? Next, identify the type of problems that you are not able to solve. देखो students, let me tell you, there will be students who are able to solve a typical type of problems in which there is a formula and you have to put values. उनके लिए वो questions बहुत आसानी से solve हो जाते हैं. But then there are certain questions which has got a mix of two concepts. That means thermal expansion, you mixed it with elasticity. All right. So then these are the kind of questions that you are not able to solve. So you know that whenever there is a mix of two or more concepts, you are not able to solve. So that is the problem area. What do you do in that particular case? You try to take up more such questions for practice and preparation for your next test, for your next self-assessment. All right. So ये इस type की log आपको बनाना बहुत ज़रूरी है. All right. So Avengers, I'll take a pause here. I'll look at your questions. So what all questions you have, you can shoot it right now to me. All right. How to clear concept and still solve questions parallelly. See, simple thing, Avengers HP. Just a second. Solve questions and concept. See, it is a parallel process only. You have given the solution to your question on your own. All right. That is, as you solve the questions, you will know that how is that concept applicable out here. Okay. जैसे for example, capacitors में क्या होता है? Q is equals to CV, that you are going to learn very shortly. All right. But this concept of Q is equals to CV is used in so many multiple ways, all right, in different questions, that questions are the ultimate source of developing the questions, of developing the concepts. ठीक है कि आप जितना क्वेश्चंस करेंगे आपकी क्लैरिटी उस कंसेप्ट के बारे में उतना ज्यादा डेवलप होगा. लेट एवरी क्वेश्चन बी, देखो कुछ बच्चे होते हैं एक ही टाइप के क्वेश्चंस करते हैं. दे विल पिक अप 10 क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम दिस बुक, 10 क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम दिस बुक, एंड द टाइप ऑफ द प्रॉब्लम इज गोइंग टू बी द सेम. Rather, my suggestion is solve one book, and that one book should be your Bible. All right. You can use other books for reference purpose, for self-assessment purpose, but solve all the questions of one book, whether it's H.C. Verma, whether it's D.C. Pandey, whether it's Engage, like, you know, solve all the questions from just one book. Okay. All right, guys, let us go to the next aspect, that is your exams. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कि जिस दिन एक्चुअली एग्जाम्स वाला दिन आता है, प्रिपरेशन आपका हो गया, यू फॉलोड ऑल द स्ट्रैटेजीज सुमित सर टोल्ड यू. ओके, राहुल इज आस्किंग टुमारो इज हिज फिजिक्स एग्जाम, एनी इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट फॉर यू? गेट अ गुड नाइट स्लीप, ट्रस्ट मी, कीप योर बॉडी हाइड्रेटेड, नथिंग मच कैन बी डन राइट नाउ. ओके, जस्ट नाउ इज द टाइम फॉर योर पेशेंस एंड कूल. दैट्स ऑल. And you will be able to super excel in your examinations tomorrow. Okay, fine, you will get whatever you deserve. By the way, exams. Now for the exams, Rahul, I think maybe something can help out here. Listen to this very carefully. What is the approach? Two things I have divided into: paper strategy. Second thing is questions. What is the meaning of paper strategy? कि देखो, it is a very strategic process. I mean, it actually tells how smart you are in order to solve your problems. ठीक है? So what do you do in paper strategy? Don't follow a linear approach. All right, my dear students, I have seen many students, okay, in the examination past years, whenever they will get the paper, 30 question, 30 question, 30 question, physics, chemistry, maths, or physics, chemistry, bio, whatever it is, they will start from question number 1. They have a set. पहले मैं जाके बायो करूंगा, फिर मैं केमिस्ट्री करूंगा, फिर जो भी टाइम बचेगा I will do physics. First of all, do not enter the examination hall with any don't have any rigid ideas, okay, as you enter the examination hall. All right, and do not follow the linear, question number 1, question number 2, then question number 3, then question number 4. Students, my experience is about these examinations that sometimes it so happens that when you are not able to solve 1, 2 and 3, then so much of pressure and tension gets developed within you for question number 4 that maybe you are able to solve question number 4, but under the pressure that पहले के 3 questions अभी solve नहीं हुए, the first 3 questions did not get solved, so 4th will automatically not get solved in the examination, my dear. All right, that is because same strategy like cricket. Whenever you are playing cricket, the pacer, he tries to bowl outside the off stump, and as he is bowling off stump, outside the off stump, the batsman has to leave it. All right, and then he's already coming under tension. All right, that is the strategy exactly in the examination. What should you do rather than that? Let me tell you. Students, mark 10 questions at a time from either physics, chemistry or bio, and mark them first in order of their difficulty level. Mark 10 easy questions first, then the next 10 questions. Solve the 10 questions, because you know your chances of scoring in those 10 questions is the highest. All right, so get an A plus in those 10 questions. Then review, because हम क्या करते हैं, हम examination में घुसते ही, as we enter the examination hall, I mean we are already like, you know, we are so harsh on ourselves. All right, what do we mean by harsh on ourselves? We continuously were going on solving. The mind gets saturated. Take 10 questions, review, easy, doesn't matter, then take next 10 questions. The gap between solving the 10 questions and then the next 10 questions, there is a certain amount of gap. Let me tell you, that small period when you select the next 10 questions, your brain recycles again to take up the new challenge. It is so important. This is how the winners actually make it to the highest scores in the examination. They do not just like, you know, लगे पड़े रहते हैं कि like, you know, solve, नहीं हो रहा, tension, oh time, oh पानी, oh. This is now how it works. All right. Now remember, mark 10 questions, 90 questions hai, review the paper 9 times, and you will be ending up with a much higher score, my dear students, than you were trying to do or trying to get right now. Let me tell you, it is one of the keys to success. Fine. Next, what do we have? Questions. यार, questions को करने का भी तरीका होता है. It is not just blindly I pick up any question. Now I said mark 10 questions. On what grounds or what parameters are you supposed to mark these 10 questions? All right, let me tell you. First, I will give you an example of each one of them. ठीक है, ऐसे हवा में नहीं बात कर रहा हूँ. I'll give you an example. First thing, analogy. See students, there are certain, in physics specifically, there are certain, so much of connection. Say for example, electric current, heat current, same concept. Gravitation, electrostatics, same concept. All right. There are certain relations between SHM in electrostatics and SHM in gravitation. So we need to understand that these parallel worlds exist in physics. So if you are able to solve a question in one particular topic, a similar question can come in another topic. Let me give you an example. Just have a look at here. This particular question that we have here. Listen to me. They are saying that there is a block attached to the spring and it was executing simple harmonic motion. SHM कर रहा था दोस्तों. ठीक है. And then you give it like, you know, it did not have charge. It did not have charge. It was in an electric field, but it did not have charge, but it was executing SHM. You gave it some charge. Now the question was asked, will the frequency be the same or the frequency will change? Okay. Will the mean position get shifted or will the mean position remain the same? Students, this is a question straight cut on analogy. Have a look at this. Have a look at this. Springs kiya, blocks and springs in 11th standard. All right. Students, in this case and in this case, like first switch off gravity, in this case switch on gravity. All right. In both these cases, will the frequency change? Will the frequency change? No, it does not change. All right. So it is going to be of the same frequency. Second thing, is the mean position going to change? Yes. In this case, mg was not there. In this case, mg came, as a result of which it will go down. So the mean position is going to change. Exactly the same thing out here. So you need to understand these kind of patterns or identify these kind of patterns in the question. So go with a very clear mind, no rigid ideas. All right. So option A is the correct answer. Of the same frequency with shifted mean position. Doesn't take much time. When you know that these kind of analogies exist, okay, आपको ज़्यादा time नहीं लगेगा in order to crack a question. Okay, let's go back. So what did we have? Diagrams. Students, let us take up a problem. I think I did not take up that question out here. चलो, diagrams are very important. किसी भी question में you are getting a feeling that 60% तो हो जाएगा. देखो, all questions you don't know whether it will be solved 100% or not. You get a rough feeling, an idea कि 70% तक हो जाएगा, 60% तक हो जाएगा. Draw a relevant diagram, understand it. I think there is a greater chance of you getting that question right. All right. Conceptual clarity. देखो, अगर किसी टॉपिक के बारे में टोटल कंसेप्चुअल क्लैरिटी है, डोंट मिस आउट ऑन दोज क्वेश्चंस. लाइक से फॉर दिस वन, इन दिस केस, in electrostatics that you are going to do in 12th standard, we know electric field does not exist inside a conductor, as a result of which they are saying which one is the correct one. ठीक है, this and this cannot be correct. Elimination, right? Conceptual clarity है. जिस क्वेश्चन में conceptual clarity है, go for it. Number one, first उनको करो and they will be solved much faster. Okay, not numerical, conceptual clarity. So this and this cannot be the one. This is not normal to the surface. Electric field should be normal to the surface, because see, this line is not passing through the center, as a result of which this is not normal. Only option D, that is the correct answer. ऐसे questions जो होते हैं, it is going to fetch you marks much faster, my dear students. Let me tell you. Okay, चलो, let's go back now. Selection of question, very important point. देखो, sometimes in the examination there will be a question or two which you feel you will be able to do, but they are very time consuming. They are very time consuming. I 100% tell you that for that particular case, Avengers, it should be D only. It will not be B. All right, that is for sure. There is no doubt about it. Okay, if you kind of take it, option D is the correct answer, and there is absolutely no doubt about it, because these lines are normal to the surface. Here it is not passing through the center. Clear? Here, if you draw it backward, it will pass through the center. Okay, chalo. Anyways, selection of question. I was exactly referring to this kind of questions, in which it is being said कि जिसमें बोला जाता है कि what is the potential energy proportional to which power of x it is proportional to. Let me tell you, these are the kind of questions which typically takes 10 to 15 minutes of your time. I would rather suggest drop these questions. If you have time at the end, we will get back to this. All right, identify the questions which are time consuming, but they might get right, but at the loss of many other questions. So is it worth doing those questions? No. Selection, very important. Okay, and finally let us look at analytical approach versus formula solving. देखो, इसका भी एक example ले लेते हैं. This question out here, see, this is a question on capacitors, my dear students, in which by applying formula you can find out the potential difference. They have asked us what should be the charge on this 3 microfarad. ठीक है, you can apply Q is equals to CV multiple times and you should be able to get it. 3-4 steps it will involve, but I don't want to do that. I want to solve it analytically, save my time. All right, how do I do it? Very simple. See, even without knowing any concept on capacitors, you will be able to do it. See how 80 microcoulomb is going into 4 microfarad. ठीक है, now they are asking us what should be the charge on the upper plate of 3 microfarad capacitor. So what should be the charge on 3 microfarad? Options में देखो, option में एक 80 भी है. So charge is definitely going to get distributed in these 2 branches. So 80 cannot come here. Smartly, all right, smartly 80 cannot come here. That means, just a second, let's go back. I will option D gone. ठीक है, कोई फॉर्मूला यूज नहीं कर रहे हैं. क्लियर? नेक्स्ट, अनदर थिंग इज देयर, 32, 40, 48. Clear? Now, capacitor is a device which stores charge. So whichever has got a higher value of capacitance, that will store more charge. ठीक है? Now 3 and 2. Among 3 and 2, which one is going to store more charge? 3 microfarad, obviously, because this is greater than this, right? So 40, 40 तो हो नहीं सकता. Because if it is 40, 40, देखो sum भी 80 कर दिया उन्होंने, इसमें भी 40, इसमें भी 40. कब होता? When this would have been 3 and this also would have been 3. Both 3, then 40, 40 on each. So 40 cannot be the one. Left with 32 and 48. Yaar, it is 3. So 32 cannot go here. It is greater, right? So definitely it should be 48. So that is analytical approach versus directly plugging values into the formula. If you had done the formula way, it would have taken a little more time. This is a very simple example for you understanding, but there are major other questions that can be solved analytically in a much faster way. All right, students. Now the final and the most important thing. What is it? Let us have a look at that. Sachai, consistency, right? Students, consistency is the key. हम पढ़ाई कैसे करते हैं? रियलिटी क्या है? सितंबर में देयर विल बी अ स्पाइक. देखो यही है सच्चाई. इन सितंबर देयर विल बी अ स्पाइक, इन दिसंबर देयर विल बी अ स्पाइक, इन मार्च देयर विल बी अ स्पाइक, एंड रेस्ट ऑफ द टाइम वी आर हैप्पी इन आवर लाइव्स. ऑल राइट. नाउ सेकेंड थिंग, let us go to what is expected out of you. All right, if you are not able to see, my dear students, let me just draw the graph in a much better way and have a look at this. This is the reality. All right, students, in both the cases, area under the graph किसमें ज़्यादा है ये बता दो. Effort is here more, effort here is less. कंसिस्टेंसी इज द की. जो भी चीजें आपको मैंने सिखाई है, आपको मैंने बताई है, आप इसी चीज को डू दिस पर्टिकुलर थिंग कंसिस्टेंटली फॉर 1 year. लेट मी गारंटी यू योर JEE मेंस इज गोइंग टू बी रॉकिंग फॉर श्योर, माय डियर स्टूडेंट्स. All right, now here let me finish my today's session with a small request to click on this link, my dear students, and you will get to know that here at Vedantu we are launching a 1 year course, all right, on your JEE and NEET preparation. All right, you guys are lucky, you will going to meet me out there for sure, and when you click on this link you will get all the details, all right, of the course that is upcoming for you. All right, students, chalo then guys, really nice interacting with you. Now you can actually ask me whatever questions and queries that you people have. Okay, so I'm waiting for your questions now. Yes, sir, thanks, sir. My hope, God bless you, Rahul. Best of luck for your exams tomorrow. Sir, even if you have not studied in 11, can we get good scores in JEE? Obviously, Yashwant, you can. Let me tell you, I'll give you a strategy also of how to score very good without, like, you know, that you were not serious in 11. 70% of the students are of your type only. Okay. Study JEE by self study. See, these days it is about, like, you know, I also used to do self study and it took me 3 years to clear my IIT. So, like, you know, when you have the help of a coaching, it boosts up the speed of the preparation. Sir, make mind maps. Yeah, I have already taken up one session on mind maps. I'll definitely try to you can visit the website and the video would be there. Sir, I feel very difficulty while solving HC Verma, so please give me some suggestions. Better go back to the concepts again and again, and then finally look at the solution if you are not able to get the question. Okay? Sir, tell me more about some books for IIT. DC Pandey, HC Verma, enough for physics. Heavy books versus graphical videos. दोस्तों, ग्राफ से याद आया, ग्राफ रिलेटेड क्वेश्चंस, try to focus on them. At least 3 to 4 questions in JEE are going to be graph based. So directly 16 marks, sure. What are the important chapters in 12th standard? That I will take up a different session on that particular thing. What are the different important chapters? How to balance both 11th and 12th? Again, I'm going to talk about in one of the sessions. Sir, so much of syllabus is left for 11th. So should I finish 12th, manage or after it? Go parallelly. थोड़ा सा effort लगाना पड़ेगा दोस्तों. There is no shortcut. So, but sir, in exam we have not time to take a time gap. You have. Adit, let me tell you, a good person who is able to strategize the paper nicely. They have got all the time in the hand to solve it. Okay. No, Cengage for NEET. I don't know if it's available or not. Any derivations are too much? Yes, derivations are important because they tell you exactly the basic or the fundamental concept. And my dear students, a lot of questions in JEE are based on fundamental questions, concepts only. No, Avengers, I don't have my own channel. Okay, sir, help school exams versus JEE prep clash. I'm going to take how to manage 11th and 12th and JEE at the same time in very short while. Almost equal रहता है Vishnupriya. 11th and 12th weightage. Is Cengage books good for JEE? They are good for reference. Textbook should be H.C. Verma or D.C. Pandey. Thank you, Malathi. If you enjoyed my session, that's like a very happy thing for me. How many hours you have studied for JEE daily? I used to study, the graph was variable. In mine it was like the entire month would be very high, and then sometimes will go low and then high. Mine was the reality thing. But when I dropped 1 year after 12th standard, I actually did the expected thing. But I would tell you guys to do the expected thing and save 1 year of yours. Sir, how is Resnick holiday for JEE? It's good, but it will take a lot of time actually. I mean, so I would suggest avoid it. Fine, Aditya Agarwal, definitely you should be informed of my next video. No, don't study Malati 24/7. That will make you very dull and non-creative. Creativity is also something that is required for cracking these JEE examinations. So don't study 24/7 for sure. Okay, have some recreational breaks in between rather than पढ़े जा रहे. All right, guys. I hope I have answered to most of your questions, and whatever questions are there, you can always write to us through by visiting also on the link, and that's it, my dear students. God bless you all, and good night to each and everyone. Nice interacting with you people. Good night, guys. Let me hear good night from you people. Come on. Good night. Chalo. Bye, guys. Bye. Take care.